Hi guys, I'm here to demo a couple of features of Pass the Class, which is our final project for CS411. So one of the main problems that Pass the Class tries to solve is to allow college students to track the progress of their grades in their courses throughout the semester. This is to help them know where they stand throughout the course, and especially when it comes to exam time. So Pass the Class has a lot of CRUD functionalities surrounding students, categories, assignments, and courses. So I'm just going to show you a fraction of that by showing you the functionalities surrounding categories. So let's say I want to add a category in one of my courses. So on this table you can see all of the classes that I have taken or am taking currently. So I want to add a category in 241. I'm going to go ahead and add a test category. I'm going to make it worth 0.1% of my grade, and I'm going to make it under 241. As you can see, after I did this, under 241 test category has been added. So I really don't want this category right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. And it has been successfully deleted. So I'm going to show you what goes behind the scenes for one of our CRUD pages. So we used PHP and HTML forms for the bulk of our application since we were all new to all these technologies, so we decided to stick with the basics. Each page is essentially broken up into two parts: the HTML form where the user puts in the data, as well as the PHP that handles this data. And this is where the SQL query comes into play. Another feature of Pass the Class is the ability to see upcoming assignments, and this is essentially pulling assignments for a student that are due within 3 days of the current date. And we decided that this would be very helpful for busy students who would be bogged down with other things that are going on with their busy lives. Another feature is the ability for students to find study buddies. We realized that this would be very helpful for students to find peers to do homework and study with instead of struggling to pass the class on their own. So let's say I want to find study buddies for CS241, and as you can see in our database currently we have 3 other students who are taking 241, and this is the professor they have the class with. Another feature of Pass the Class is the ability for students to find how many times they've seen a professor, so they would know who to go to if they wanted a letter of recommendation or some career advice. So as you can see, so far I've only seen my professors once, except Angrave, so I might go to him if I want any advice. One of the more technically difficult features of Pass the Class is the ability to see the current grade of each class the student is taking. So as you can see, this is how I'm doing in all of my classes right now. And so the SQL query that does this goes beyond just joining a couple of tables together. Rather, it is several layers of joining almost, if not all, of the tables in the database to find one final grade calculation. Another feature that we have is to visually see the progress of a student's course. Every time a student adds an assignment, it is logged in so that when a student wants to view their progress in a class, they can see how they have visually been doing in the course. So I'm going to put in 241 and for Parth, and I'm going to go ahead and submit that and view the graph. And as you can see, this is how this student has been doing in the course throughout the semester. Overall, this project was a lot of fun for all of us, and we definitely learned a lot of new and practical technologies. And I hope you enjoy seeing how Pass the Class can help students ace their courses.